Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Euphoria. This is episode 6 of season 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first 5 episodes. Now, last episode was interesting. We kind of focused quite a lot in on Maddie and Nate. Very interesting. Obviously, she went to school after getting strangled. Obviously, got marks on the neck. She done her best to cover it up, makeup. But when she was in school, she fell asleep in class, and the teacher obviously was asking her questions. And it obviously got... well, Ray's got seen. He got took into the principal's office. He started doing his own little investigation. He got, obviously, Nate's parents in. Now, Cal thought it was about him and Jules, mate. Literally, you could see him shitting himself. Literally, he had to go into the toilets and take a second to be sick. Well, it's mad. And then, obviously, he was told what was actually going on, and it was about Nate being charged with, obviously, strangling Maddie. Even though Maddie was all episode, she was denying it. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. I don't want to press charges. No, leave it. Well, her mum was having none of that. She wanted to go all the way. She was pushing it full, and she wanted to go to the station. Now, obviously, because Maddie's, you know, in school, a minor, she pretty much didn't have the final say. She had to go to the station. She was reluctant to give this information, and they ended up cuffing her, locking her to the table, cutting her clothes and wiping her neck and taking pictures, obviously, of the mark. So, I mean, even though she was, like I said, heavily against getting Nate done, she had no choice in the matter. Now, Nate was there. He was obviously being questioned as well and told his information. He's been suspended from school, suspended from the football team, and he's not really speaking to Maddie now. I don't know if that's because he's had his phone taken away, but he did manage to get in contact through a third-party app and asked her to meet him at a motel, which he did, and he ended up like embracing and hugging at the end. But what's really interesting, and as Nate went in to the motel, his dad come out. I think that Nate clocked his dad, but his dad didn't clock Nate, and his dad had obviously spent the night with somebody else, again, just like we'd seen him do with Jules. Now, what's really interesting is Jules, like I said, and Rue kissed the episode a couple of episodes ago, and their relationship's kind of getting closer and they're spending more time together. Now, people are praising Jules for Rue's personality, how she's totally changed, how she's more upbeat, she's more happy, and, you know, she's been clean for 13 days, like she said when she went to her, you know, to her therapy sessions. Now, what's interesting is it seems like the weight's being dropped on Jill's shoulder now. She feels like she's got a responsibility. That's what I'm picking up on anyway. Like, she feels like she might have some sort of weight and responsibility. She tried to drop Rue off at a house at the end of the day. Rue was like, do you want to come in? She was like, no, I have to go home. Rue was like, can I come with you? She was just like, yeah, sure. When I feel like she didn't want her to. And then we ended the episode with obviously them two in bed hugging, but Jules was crying. Now, very interesting. Kat, again, you know, her, so to speak, confidence is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. She's sleeping with more guys. She's getting more compliments. She's making more money. And the guy in school still showing her interest, but obviously she's giving him the cold shoulder because of, well, she thought that he was chatting up another girl, didn't she? But he was actually talking to his friend's sister. So, I mean, I'm interested to see where she goes. So we've had, at the start of the episodes, we've had Jules, Rue, Kat, Maddie, and we've had Nate. Now, I'm expecting maybe we get somebody else's, maybe Fez or Cassie, mate. Maybe we get her in today's intro, because I am excited to learn more and more about these people. It gives me a stronger connection towards them, and I can kind of understand the personalities a bit more. But that is where we currently are, and hopefully you do enjoy today's episode. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 6 of season 1 of Euphoria.
Christopher McKay's father demanded excellence.
However strong you think you are stronger. However strong you think you are stronger.
As much as he hated his father for the pressure he put on him, he knew it was because he was special.
Daddy, he called me.
I don't give a good goddamn. Why do you think he's talking to you in the first place?
Because
he's trying to get a rise out of you. Take your position, and when that snap comes, you let it explode.
Yeah, man. Take it to the field.
He began to imagine a life in the NFL. And then he got to college, spent all of preseason on the bench. He didn't stand a chance of going pro. He started dating Cassie, and as stupid as it sounds, he fell in love with her. He just couldn't understand how she could have so little respect for herself. And he also liked the way she made him feel. And he liked how she'd walk in the room and every guy would turn their head. They were jealous of him because she was his.
See, it's interesting there. He's saying that, you know, there's like 10,000 people trying to get into the football, and he's pretty much not got a chance. But you got to think about it, you know. If you go in the draft and you don't get drafted, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can still get picked up by a team. Or if you get drafted in a late round, doesn't mean that you're never going to make it. Look at Tom Brady. Did he not get drafted like right near the very end? And he's become one of the best quarterbacks of all time. So if you keep your determination, focus on your goal, and keep going, hopefully, you know, it's not always a guarantee, but hopefully your drive and determination can take you towards the, you know, to the finish line. And also, everybody is jealous of it, mate, because Cassie is a beautiful girl. Literally, she is so beautiful. So, you know, he's got that one thing, a good thing going for him. Get his head down now, get driving, and hopefully he can succeed in college as well.
Every time I feel good, I think it'll last forever.
You look fucking amazing. You smell like alcohol.
I mean, it's Halloween.
Daniel was throwing a party. Cassie was very proud of her costume. In fact, she had worn it last night too.
I'm Alabama Worley from True Romance.
I feel like if we go to this party and you dress like that, I ain't gonna ever hear the end of it.
This isn't even a real costume, okay?
Chad's parents were out of town for the weekend, which was good because it gave her the freedom to focus on the important things.
Let me see you oink, piggy.
Wow, you look fucking cool.
I'm gonna get really fucked up tonight. Same.
It's just something felt off.
Where's Lexi?
She's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, mate, she looks sick.
I'm Bob Ross.
You definitely look like Bob Ross, the painter. Yeah, man.
You do me a favor and you count how many girlfriends of yours are dressed up like 50-year-old men.
She's coming down.
Is it too much?
Do you know what's interesting with her is obviously she's wearing that outfit now 2 days in a row. Now yesterday, in terms of the story, MCKAY told her to cover up because he was going to that party, didn't they? And he was saying that he would not hear the last of it. Now, he said in a bad way, but I'm assuming that it depends on the personality of who you are. I.e., so MCKAY, you could see it in two ways. One, all eyes are on his girlfriend, and you know, he's like, that's my girlfriend, and he can see it as, you know, like, she's so attractive, everybody's jealous of him. Ego, you know what I mean? She's mine, she's so beautiful, everybody wants her, but she's my girlfriend. That could be a positive, or it could be, oh my god, everybody's staring at her, what's going to happen? Maybe somebody, you know, tries to make a move and she doesn't advance on them and I lose her. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, because nobody's going to rinse him for her looks. No chance. She's so beautiful, literally, she's stunning. So, he's not going to hear it in a bad way in terms of somebody says that she's not good looking, because that's just a blatant total lie. Now, in terms of her, you know, she's obviously clearly body confident. She's going out in a bra. Clearly, everybody's going to be staring at her. And like I said, you can see it in two ways. You can see it as everybody staring at me. I'm so pretty. Oh, my God. Or you can see it as everybody staring. All these guys are harassing me. So it depends on your personality and how you see it. Now, it is interesting. I get from a boyfriend point of view, you might not want everybody staring at your girlfriend. But then if you trust her and you're in a solid, strong relationship, everybody staring doesn't really matter, because it just shows that she's so beautiful and you're so lucky to be with somebody so good looking.
Nate had been temporarily expelled.
Nate, if you're innocent, you act innocent. You walk in here with your head held high.
Good to see you, Cal.
Tim, likewise.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's not getting a table because of Nate's with him.
A lot of people are talking. It's just with him here at this time. If you want to wait in the car, I'll get your order to go.
I'm gonna remember this.
Innit, mate? There's no chance he wants to take out.
At first, Nate spent most of his days in bed. Then he decided to spend his days driving around aimlessly. Sometimes he'd check in on Maddie.
These better not be the Jules pictures.
Sometimes he'd check in on Jules. Or watch her house at night.
The guy's going to put a plan in motion in there. So what he's doing with these pictures, man. He's going to do something. You got to say, though, if those are actual pictures of Jules' body, fair play, mate. Body confidence, going for it, you know. She's doing the trans community proud, mate. Literally on a big high-profile show, just being herself. You love to see it, mate. You absolutely love it. That's why I like seeing Kat as well, you know. Because she's a different body type than everybody else. It's good to see her getting so much attention. Because she actually is, mate. She's got all these lads. She's got all these people on the internet. And she's got Ethan as well showing her a bit of interest. Which is giving a cold shoulder right now, you know. Because she thought that he was chatting up somebody else. But it's good to see that we are mixing it up, mate. Everybody's getting it. So I do love how they've got an actual... Do you know what? Like, it might sound so simple, but I love how they've got a transgender person in the show who's physically transgender in real life. Now, that might sound so simple, but it's not. You will have watched so many shows where they'll have somebody who's gay, who's blind, who's trans, and then you search... Like, for example, Glee. Arte in the wheelchair, you know. Nothing wrong with him, not slagging him off, nothing. But he, in real life, is he called Kevin Hale? He's not in a wheelchair. And it's like, Why did you not just cast somebody in that wheelchair? Do you know what I mean? Like, this, it's something so simple like that that I actually enjoy. So I love the fact that they've done that for this show.
Is that Gia?
She's doing it again, mate. Jugs. She got caught the other day and she's back.
What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What the fuck are you doing here? Be real straight with you. You ever been to rehab, Roy?
No, I'm sure.
Roy, try, I don't give a fuck. What happens when you spend an extended amount of time in rehab? Make friends with those hardcore motherfuckers. And I will call fucking Stringer and I will have these motherfuckers standing outside of your front lawn. Do you hear me? Now go in there. Tell my little sister she looks nice.
Like a street vampire.
Yo, I like this guy.
Can I ask you a question? I feel like it felt like we were like having a lot of fun and we were like hanging out.
See?
Why would we hang out again?
Because we like enjoyed hanging out.
Simple as that, mate.
Hey, what's up, kid?
Look, I owe you an apology.
I don't take nothing a drug addict says personally, because I don't believe nothing a drug addict says.
As your friend, I need you to know that I'm sorry.
He's so chill, man. He's so chill.
The truth was, Cassie and MCKAY were in a really weird place.
Look, see, she's at this party where he's chilling and not with her, and then she's at the other party where she's just being herself. Oh. Yo, who are these people? I don't really get what's just happened. Like, who are they? He's tearing up. Yeah, he's tearing up, man. Is he going to address it when he goes out of the room or what? You know, when he goes back in with her sat down? Is he going to say out or is he just going to pretend it didn't happen?
Are you okay?
Why do you have your shirt on?
8 guys just came in here and it was really fucked up and weird.
You know.
Do you not want to have sex anymore?
Like I said, their relationship, I'm well conflicted with it. It's not that I dislike any of them.
Just give me a second. Hold on.
So, I mean, she doesn't look happy there, does she? Oh, look, she's crying now. See what I mean? Like, their relationships, like, it's a hard one to judge. Like, both of them are always up and down in emotion. And now she's going upstairs with this guy. He makes you laugh, this guy. Oh! Oh, he's gone to the party. He's gonna catch him anyway.
Yeah, you're a fucking virgin, aren't you? Do or you don't want to fuck me, Ethan?
I do want to fuck you.
He's confused.
I don't fuck virgins. I like to fuck people that know how to fuck.
I was just going for it anyway. Go on, fucking lad. Go on, son. It's a pretty good transition.
Jules, you're drunk, okay? And you sound like an idiot. Can you please get out of the pool?
Is it the relationship between these it's getting to
Right
her?
about Jules, because this doesn't feel good. Stop.
Oh, she's gonna be fuming.
I just wish she told me about last night.
Oh, this guy, he's got the pictures, mate. He's gonna do something to her.
What do you want?
I don't want to force you to do anything.
Of course you do. That's why he brought those pictures, you liar. Do you know what's interesting about that, though, right? He keeps throwing it on her about this sex offender thing. Throwing it, literally, he's throwing it constantly in her face, right? But isn't a person that is in possession of those images like an offender as well? So, for example, if I had those images of an underage person on my computer and I got found, I would get done. I mean, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if the sender would get done. I mean, if the sender was not the person that took the images, for example, do you know what I mean? So say like, if I had them on my computer and I sent them to you, for example, we'd both get done because we was both in possession of those images because it's underage. But if the underage person was the one that sent them to us, would that underage person get done? You know, because he's saying, well, he keeps saying that Jules would get done, but Jules is underage and she's sending them. So, like, should there's less punishment? I don't really know. That's, again, man, I'm not clued up in that area, but I do feel like he's throwing it on her constantly, yet he's got underage images himself. Like, he's physically in possession of them, printed them out, he's got them in the envelope. So, like, he can get done just as much for holding underage images. Rue's going through it, isn't she? Through the emotions. I don't think she knows really how a relationship's going, what's going on.
Daniel, I can't.
I want MCKAY to kind of knock this guy out. He's on his way upstairs, isn't he, soon? Bob Ross again, mate. She's watching, lurking.
Feel how hard my dick is. Come on. You have no idea how much it hurts.
This guy, mate, is well first there.
Most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Sorry. You seen your sister?
Oh, she went home a while ago.
You saved it, mate.
Aren't you supposed to be that painter guy from PBS?
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Yo, I kind of like her personality, me, man. Like, she seems sick.
Dude, I feel really drunk. I should just go home.
Wait, are you joking? Literally the second time you've done this to me. So if we're not gonna fuck, then what are we doing?
Being serious?
You think I'm here because I'm interested in you? And what you have to say? Or what you think about things as if you're so fucking interesting? Like every time you start talking, I think to myself, who the fuck does this girl think she is? Any guy who says he's interested in you beyond just fucking you is full of shit.
CASSIE, small-term pain for long-term gain, you know. Right now you feel terrible in that situation. I know you do. But the fact is, yeah, it would have been a bad decision. That guy's true colours was displayed. Only wanted you for sex, didn't care about you at all. Now, okay, I agree with him that she was the one that instigated it. The first time when he was at the carnival, she dragged him in, she took him on the carousel. But the thing is, that guy's thirsty as anything, mate. Literally, that guy has been thirsty all episode, and he doesn't even care about her as well. Yes, I know I'm conflicted in the CASSIE and MCKAY's relationship in terms of, like, are they true, or are they the best people to be together? Who knows, honestly. It seems like both of them have got their own personal shit going on. Him struggling with college, him struggling obviously to get into the football team, to adapt with his life, and then obviously I kind of think he's a little bit insecure and shy, like they said in the start of the episode, and his girlfriend's so like beautiful and got all eyes on her and everybody wants her. Like, I just feel like he's struggling, but then on her side she's struggling. He's far away, she doesn't see him as much, and when she does he wants to kind of cover her up and she can't be like who she. So it's like, you know, both of them having troubles, but at least he actually cares. I personally think MCKAY actually cares about her. Do you remember when we seen it in one of the episodes? He was trying to express his concerns of college. She was trying to sleep with him. He was like, mate, why is everything about sex? You know, why can't I have just a normal conversation? And that's like, I feel like he does like her. I feel like Ethan likes Kat, even though she right now just feels like every guy just wants to use her, or she's just using every guy to sleep with them, where he actually likes her. I feel like MCKAY does as well. It's just that like loads of shit's going on with them. So I think this is a blessing in disguise with them, and it might open her eyes that, you know, like, to try a bit more with MCKAY, and he needs to try as well. It's not all one way, it's both ways. You know, this song is like a 10 out of 10. First experience, innit, mate? Obviously, the guy's getting excited. Oh, she's bounced on him.
Don't be fucking boring. This whole town is so fucking boring. I can't.
Has she not had a period? Is that what it is?
I'm not the best.
Believe in yourself and don't give up until it's not an option. You keep going.
It's all in your head.
Morning, Tyler.
I was in the hospital for like 7 days. I get migraines constantly now. I can barely use my nose.
Tyler, I don't care. On the second night of the carnival, you ran into Madeline Perez.
That's mad.
You confronted her and asked her why she'd been ignoring you, and you choked her. At some point, Madeline Perez is going to go down to the East Highland police station. She's going to say that she'd like to report a crime. She was raped in the swimming pool by a 22-year-old college student named Tyler Clarkson.
That's why he's got jewels in it. He's blackmailed her. Yeah, eyewitness, mate. Yeah, he's going into the station. I was going to say, what would you rather take, mate? Would you rather take, I don't know, an assault charge? Or would you rather take a possible rape charge? I mean, it's mental. Nate was smart with that. I'm not saying that I like what he's doing. I'm just saying that he's been sat and waiting for that for ages. And he's done. You've got to say he's done well to get his ass out of that situation that he's currently in.
He's the guy who assaulted me the night of the carnival.
Riley, we got a girl in 202 says she witnessed the Perez assault.
I saw this guy yelling at this girl, pushed her up against the side of the trailer. I knew the guy's face from somewhere. I just couldn't, like, place it. The guy that hooked up with Maddie the night of MCKAY's party.
Impeding a criminal investigation is a very serious crime, punishable by up to 7 years in prison.
Imagine that, getting 7 years for lying.
I'll ask you one more time. Are you telling us the truth?
Yo, his outfit's absolute jokes, isn't it, mate? Like he's in jail. All his mates again now, look. Look, he's give a swift cheers. Rue's clocking it though, look at her. Oh, and that's the ending of this episode. So I thought this was interesting because we chose to go with MCKAY's story in the introduction instead of Cassie's. Now, I would have thought that Cassie would have been more of the main cast, if you was to say that, than MCKAY. But it's interesting. I kind of like, you know, I kind of feel sorry for Cassie in certain situations of their relationship, and then I also like see her being with other guys, and then it's kind of like, then you kind of feel sorry for MCKAY sometimes. But like, she went through a thing here with this Daniel guy where she stopped herself, you know, before she went too far, so she didn't cheat on him, which is good for her. Obviously she was kissing him, which is obviously bad for MCKAY, but she stopped herself, and then she got some abuse thrown at her, which obviously is well tight. But again, I was trying to say that short-term pain for long-term gain. Yeah, that situation there for her is absolutely devastating, but in the end it's come out that she didn't sleep with somebody who's absolutely just going to use her just for a number, no, like another number, and she can maybe sit back and maybe reflect a little bit more about her relationship with MCKAY and if he's the right person for her, because I think he does actually care about her. Now, she went to her house and she looked on the side and she seen some Tampax and she was like, fuck, and it's like, okay, you know, like maybe, like, are they trying to insinuate she's getting pregnant or something? I don't know, mate, like, literally. But again, it's interesting with them. Now, I like Ethan. I actually don't think he's done anything bad at all that I've seen in this show. Yeah, I actually likes Kat, and obviously last episode, and the one before, whatever it was at the carnival, she thought he was chatting up someone else when he wasn't, and obviously it's a misread situation. She's been given him the cold shoulder, and today, mate, you know, he nearly got there. He ended up going down on her. Obviously, he didn't sleep with her. It seemed like he came in his pants early, went to the bathroom, tried to wipe it down. When he returned, she'd gone, mate. She's downstairs. She's already giving this Daniel the eyes, and I guess they insinuated that them two have slept together. Also, you know, Nate, he's obviously gone to Jules the day before and forced her kind of getting into this situation, which has obviously steamrolled into today's episode, which has got a drunk and a Halloween party, acting a bit weird around room, and obviously going into kind of, I don't know, like being a different sort of person. You know, he had Lexi and Rue there trying to get her out of the party. She'd obviously jumped in the pool, and but it's ended well. It's ended with Rue stood there looking at looking at Jules, looking at Nate, knowing that something is going down. You know, she doesn't know that he was the person that she was texting, and obviously she doesn't know that he's getting her to do these things. But what she does know is something's going down, and that's the interesting thing. You know, we've got 2 episodes left. This episode 6, I'm expecting the finale to be amazing, and obviously like season 2 apparently is supposed to be like way better than season 1, which is just exciting because I think this season's been solid so far, so it is decent. And I'm just interested to see, obviously, with a few of the storylines. You know, I'm liking the relationships that are being built. I just want to see which ones last going into season 2. Okay, and that's going to wrap up episode 6 of season 1 of Euphoria. Hopefully guys did enjoy today's episode. So lots of interesting things are going on in this episode. You know, we had MCKAY. Obviously, he's at college now. He's, you know, he didn't want Cassie coming dressed, obviously, the way she was dressed. He made a kind of cover up. It made her feel a little bit bad. And then, obviously, the next day, she ended up going to a party the way she wanted to dress and felt free and relaxed, and she was dancing. Now, obviously, in the MCKAY's party, he ended up going back to his room, and he was about to sleep with each other when loads of dudes come in and threw him on the floor, started recording him. And obviously, he was like dry humping him and all that, and it made him feel like terrible. He was crying and all that, and went in the bathroom crying his eyes out, trying to recover himself. Obviously she felt really bad for him, put her clothes back on, you know, when she was waiting. He come out, he was like, mate, we're not just going to carry on, which they did do, and it looked like she just carried on just for the sake of trying to help him, to be honest. She didn't look like she had fun at all, and she ended up in the bathroom crying, which is obviously like really sad. Now their relationship is interesting because obviously you had this guy at the party who was trying to proper sleep with her, well first you know, going after her, saying that I won't tell anyone, this Daniel and all this, and then she ended up saying no, you know, she don't want to do that, she'll feel bad on MCKAY. Then he's gone in on her, and she's gone home, she's sat down, and you know, she's trying to reflect and stuff on their relationship. Obviously MCKAY's trying to figure out, you know, what he wants to do with his life at college as well. You know, he's telling his dad that he's struggling and he's not like the best footballer on the team, and he don't even think he's going to get picked. Well, his dad's saying, mate, you just don't give up, you keep going, you have that determination, the desire, you keep working until it's the last option. You know, if you start thinking in your head that you've lost already before you've even attempted. So I thought that was some pretty good advice, to be honest. I'm interested with them. Nate as well put a plan together, really clever. He ended up using... Mate, does anybody else want this guy, this Tyler, to come back and get at Nate at some point? Whether he gets his own information, whether he attacks him, whether he batters him, whether he takes Maddie off him, mate. Literally, whatever it is, I want him to get some sort of revenge. Because the guy, you know, the guy was at a party that Maddie dragged him into the pool and the guy just went with it. Then, obviously, Nate's come, absolutely left him bloody beaten, near enough dead in his room. He's not told the police. Then he's come back and told him that he's got to go and confess to assaulting his girlfriend again. Otherwise, she's going to go to the police station and report that he raped her 2 times. So, it's mad, mate. Honestly, it's really mad. He's got the pictures that obviously is printed out of Jules that she sent to the person that she was texting. She thought it was Tyler. Obviously, it was Nate. And he's used it to his advantage to get himself out of this sticky situation that he's in for being banned, you know, from playing football, from being kicked out of school. And now, obviously, she's going to be told some lies and he's back. Everyone, Nate, 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 chanting him. He's coming dressed as like a robber, a jail person. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely bantering it up. And like I said, when they're in the party, Rue stood there. She's seeing how Jules has reacted. She's looked over at both of them. She's trying to put 2 and 2 together in her head. And I'm interested to see what the outcome of that is. Now, I think Bob Ross looked absolutely sick this episode, and I also think she's becoming a decent friend. She saved her sister's ass pure times, and obviously she's been a good friend to Rue now. So again, maybe we see more of her. You know, I would like to see more of her background and who she is, and obviously maybe get a 10-minute introduction like we've been getting everybody else in the show to get us more connected with her. But can't wait for the next episode. Hopefully, guys do enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.